Good morning, everyone. 11 minutes before 7. We're taking a live look at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, the site of the biggest terror attack in U.S. history, mass shooting in U.S. history. The FBI is still collecting evidence and information about the shooter. Again, 49 people are dead and over 50 hurt in that shooting.
A very good Tuesday morning, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. Kyle Bosch here with Lisa Bedeau. We're just getting started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we do start with the latest developments out of Florida this morning. The FBI planning to follow up on more than 100 leads. And as you saw, forensic specialists are still processing that crime scene at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando.
Last night, vigils were held in Orlando and across the country to remember the 49 lives lost and to pray for the more than 50 hurt. Federal agents are expanding their investigation, including talking with some in Orlando's gay community who say gunman Omar Mateen had been seen several times inside the nightclub before the shooting and that he sent messages using gay online dating apps.
Now, the White House has announced President Obama will travel to Orlando on Thursday to spend time with families of the victims.
People in Grand Forks are among those mourning the lives lost in Orlando. About 100 people gathered last night at the Lutheran Campus Center at UND.
They lit candles, one for each person killed in Sunday's act of terrorism. One person we talked with says that he is hoping the attack can spark a conversation and a change in our culture that will put a stop to senseless killing. Well, Facebook has been playing a major role in connecting people across the country to those impacted by the shootings. That includes to former NDSU student Abby Armstrong, who moved to Orlando a couple of years ago after graduation to work at Walt Disney World.
After Sunday's shooting, Facebook prompted her to mark herself as safe. It's the first time the social network has used its safety check-in in the U.S. Abby says a lot of people were thankful to see that she was okay.
6:51 now. That means weather and traffic on the ones. And we start with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. We're starting off our day with really nice weather. Temperatures are mild. We've got light wind. And of course, you can see on our sky cam in the background here, blue skies and sunshine too. A nice bright start to the day. Things do start to change though this afternoon. We're going to watch those clouds build in this morning. And then after the noon hour, at least in Fargo, Moorhead, that's when we have a chance for some rain showers and some thunder showers that'll be ongoing into the nighttime hours tonight. If you live in the Southern Valley, this is going to hit you a little bit sooner than if you do in the Northern Valley. Something to keep in mind. Also, we're going to have wind out of the east up to about 15 miles per hour, gusting a little higher than that at times. So if you're waking up this morning looking at clear skies, as we see on our radar and satellite picture, thinking that things are going to be just fine, well, they will to start out, but you'll want to grab that umbrella just in case as you head home from work today. A lot of people are going to be experiencing some rain. In fact, we already have some rain developing south of the North Dakota line there, and also in the Devil's Lake area we've got some clouds and rain showers ongoing as well. Those are scattered and pretty light and will continue pressing northward. Where we're seeing the heavier stuff, that's down in South Dakota, that's going to move to the north and east this morning. So again, Southern Valley seeing this first and then the Northern Valley later on today. Here's a look at our temperatures. 62 degrees in Fargo, 60 in Grand Forks, some 50s off to the east, so not bad at all this morning. But with the clouds and the rain moving in, it's going to be a struggle to warm up. Out ahead of this, we'll get into the 70s, but those rain showers move in rather quickly. This is 12:30 where I've paused the clock. You can see in southeastern North Dakota, especially where we're going to be dealing with the rain and thunder, but this continues to expand northward, and by this afternoon, a good portion of the valley getting some rain and some thunder showers as well, and some of us getting more than an inch of rain, maybe even a couple of inches in eastern North Dakota. Later tonight, this continues. Temperatures stay in the 60s to some low 70s, depending on where you are. And the wind will be picking up a bit where we're getting those thunderstorms, otherwise to about 20 miles per hour. And this does hang around through the day tomorrow as well. Eventually, it does clear out. That'll allow our temperatures to climb into the upper 70s, and the 80s return for the rest of the week, even warming up to near 90 by the weekend. Let's check in with Al.
If you want to play in the traffic, the Metro Interstate Loop is the place to be because, boy, we have traffic out here. Busy this morning, both east and westbound Interstate 94, both north and southbound I-29. And let me tell you something, the folks are picking them up and laying them down. The traffic is really clipping along. Two stalled cars for you. One, a Mustang Fastback on southbound Interstate 29 between the Tri-Level and 32nd Avenue. And then we have one on eastbound Interstate 94 right on the east side of the Red River Bridge. No lights, no flashers on that one. The Mustang has the flashers on. Look out for those cars. Drive carefully. Al, I'm at Valley Today traffic.
It's now 6 minutes before 7. Breaking news for you this morning. The president of St. Cloud State University has died in a car crash. A message posted on the college website says Earl Potter III was driving to the Twin Cities for a meeting yesterday.
Potter is being remembered as a thoughtful and insightful leader who cared deeply about the university and its students. So far, no funeral plans have been announced. Well, if you'd like to help out the victims of the Orlando shooting, you can do it by giving blood right here in the Valley. United Blood Services has sent blood to Florida already to help the people injured in Sunday's terror attack. And now officials are asking people here to donate more. The goal is to replenish local supplies and make sure that there is more blood on hand to send to Orlando if that community needs it.
The blood center is located at 3231 11th Street South in Fargo and has extended hours this week. They're open today and tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Donors can call toll-free 877-827-4376 to make an appointment. You must be at least 16 years old, weigh at least 110 pounds, and be in good health.
New for you this morning, a rollover crash near Oriska, North Dakota has sent 2 people to the hospital and will be sending 1 to jail. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says the driver involved, 33-year-old Heather Butler, is from Riverside, Iowa. She and a passenger were headed west on I-94 when their vehicle went off the road and rolled about 6:30 last night.
Butler was thrown from the vehicle during the crash and was airlifted to Sanford and Fargo with serious injuries. The passenger remained in the vehicle during the crash but also had to be taken by ambulance to a Fargo hospital. Troopers say Butler has been charged with DUI and the crash remains under investigation. Also new for you this morning, a man is in the Cass County Jail after allegedly starting a porch fire in Fargo last month.
Fargo fire investigators say surveillance video showed 55-year-old Daniel Jones lighting the fire at 1418 First Avenue South in the early morning hours of May 21st. Fargo police arrested Jones yesterday. He's facing charges for endangering by fire or explosion. In our election 2016 coverage this morning, GOP gubernatorial candidate Doug Burgum was stumping for votes before today's primary. This is video of him going door to door in South Fargo yesterday to make sure that people know the polls open at 7 a.m. just a few minutes from now. Burgum, of course, is facing off against Wayne Stenjum in today's primary. There are also several local races on the ballot, including in Fargo, where 11 people are running for 2 city commission positions, and in Grand Forks, where there's a tightly contested mayor's race.
Depending on where you live, however, there could be school board elections along with other offices and state legislative seats. We've put links on our website so you can find more information before you head to the polls.
Also continuing our North Dakota primary coverage this morning, on today's North Dakota primary election ballot is measure number 1, which centers on the family farm. And here's what you need to know before the vote. A yes vote means you support upholding a new law which allows domestic corporations and limited liability companies to own and operate dairy farms and swine production facilities no larger than 1 square mile.
A no vote would repeal the legislation and restore the law that had governed farm and dairy operations in the state for more than 80 years. North Dakota is one of 9 states that have laws prohibiting or limiting corporate farming. Minnesota and South Dakota are among the others.
Well, you'll want to tune your TVs in to the Food Network tonight for Chopped Junior. That's when you can watch a West Fargo 12-year-old competing.
The Valley Today's Christy Larson joins us live with Carter Casola this morning with more on his experience. And of course, you guys are kind of challenging each other already this morning.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys our plated meals here. You can see mine. I tried to do really well on the presentation. Oh, you can't change yours out at the last minute, you silly. But we have Carter's and mine over here. It was a dessert challenge. So again, Carter, you made a bread pudding.
I made a bread pudding.
Okay, and I made a dessert French toast is what I'm going to call it. Kelsey's going to do some taste testing and tell us in a minute. But of course, I know we can't talk about the results for tonight, but why should people tune in? It's something so fun and unique. And I mean, you're from here in West Fargo.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that someone local has been doing this, so I think people will have fun watching it.
I think so too. So it's going to be on tonight at 7 o'clock. Kelsey's going to do some taste testing and we'll post the results. We'll also hopefully post maybe some of Carter's recipe as well. I'm hoping my French toast was done. I don't know how done my French toast was. I'm just going to say I did some taste testing of Carter's and Kyle Nace, I think he's going to blow mine out of the water. I'll just be honest about it.
I'm just going to go off the look on Kelsey's face when she tried your French toast. And I'm saying it's not looking good for you, Christy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carter won.
There you go.
Darn it.
Carter won. That's okay, though,
chopped.
Christy. You tried hard.
Yeah, and he's
a pro.
He is a pro. He's a 12-year-old pro for sure.
Now let me taste
Well,
this yours.
It's been fun to hang out with Carter this morning. Thank you, Christy. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: half of women in a recent survey admit to doing this to impress someone in the office.
The answer: wear red lipstick. Remember, you can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Facebook page.
Hey, today we've got rain showers moving in already in parts of northeastern South Dakota. In fact, those are going to be approaching the south first and then spreading northward throughout the day. We could get some decent rain with this, so make sure you're prepared for some rain showers throughout the day.
Lisa, you impress me with your meteorological skills every
Thank
morning,
you.
so you don't need the red lipstick.
Okay.
But it's a nice touch, so thank you.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather for you right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We will see you tomorrow morning.